Hello and welcome back to my channel. Let's roll the intro. For the majority of the season,
Hold on.
we have got no. Hold on.
Are you
We got
talking about-
Hello and welcome back to the Wine and Football Show. Obviously, I'm joined by my co-host, the absolutely lovely, incredible Lambs. Lambs, how you doing today?
I'm doing all right, Charles. Cheers, by the way. It's been
Cheers.
a magnificent week for Chelsea and football, hasn't it? I can't really complain.
Fabulous.
So yeah, this is a celebratory drink for us. For some others on this show, I think it's more drown in your sorrows.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. And speaking of others, I'd like to introduce my first guest. She's had a bit of a shit week, so we all need to be really nice and just cheer her up. You know, we're drinking wine. That's all we need to think about. It's the lovely Tanya. How you doing? You good?
Not really. I mean, it's been an absolute
We're
shit
drinking
week.
our way through it. We're drinking our way through it.
I've got my rosé here. It's been a shit week as a Spurs fan. I haven't even been on Twitter this week. Not watched much football. This club will be the end of me, guys. It'll be the end of me, I tell you. Oh, she's got to tell her dog.
Right. Yeah, and our final guest, my dog could actually start behaving, we'll get through this quicker. Our final guest, Tanya, you're going to be surrounded by Chelsea fans tonight.
Oh,
delighted. She is one of my favourite human beings ever. She is on GNA Women's Show all the time and on the terrace on the Women's Show too. And she has a very, very great opinions on football. So let's welcome in Beth. Yes, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm the complete opposite of Tanya. We've had a great week football-wise. So.
Tanya, this you might want to get a refill, love. You really.
Yeah, I tell you what. Let me go and get the bottle because this is going to be a very, very long show for me. I tell you. Oh yeah.
So I do kind of. I'm going to start with the positives first. I think we need to do some positivity first before we get into football, because I know that when we get into football, like we don't want to upset Tanya on this show. So I'm going to do some positivity. Tell me some good things about your week that's not football related, girls. Lamb, starting with you.
Oh, that's not football related, girl.
We're trying to be positive here for Tanya. We've got to like give her like a big boost before we get into football. Like help her get through that bottle, you know.
I don't really know if this is a positive, but I booked a photo shoot at the end of this month.
Woo!
Yeah,
Something to look forward to.
that is a positive, Lamb.
Apart from that, I've honestly just been working like a dog, so it's not really been much fun. So the only positives, unfortunately, I know, I love it. This happens all the time, Tanya. Honestly, it's
Brilliant.
Sometimes we'll be debating, we'll be talking, we're having these heated debates, and we'll be like, "It's ridiculous," and then Bruno will bark, and he'll be like, "It's insane." Bruno will bark, like he'll just be agreeing with everything we're saying.
Oh,
He's decided a new game. Like I have like a TV stand under the TV, and it's got like a little bit underneath, like a gap underneath. He's decided the funniest game ever is actually pushing. He pushes it with his nose, pushes the tennis ball underneath the TV stand, and then barks for me to get it. Like I'm his bitch. I'm not his bitch. I'm acting like it. Like, and I'm like trying to keep him entertained. But Beth, what was your highlight of the week that's not football related?
Not football related. I got the chip in my car windscreen fixed, so I can drive that again. That's nice, isn't it?
Yay!
Always good to have some wheels. Always.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I haven't passed my driving test yet, though. but I can drive it while
Mine coming up
supervised.
as well.
Cheers.
Yay!
The
That's
thing
good
is,
enough.
like it took me, like I passed my driving test eventually, right? But it took me 4 attempts. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my god.
The thing is, right? I live in London, so there's you don't really need to drive.
No.
Yeah,
I haven't
exactly.
been one for like ages.
No, I failed
Fucking
mine.
niggas.
I failed mine back in God. When was it? February. And honestly, like, you know when you failed now because they drive you straight back to the centre. And when I tell you how I failed, I was so annoyed at myself. Like I couldn't even
Wait, where
bring
do you go
myself.
if you pass?
Huh?
Where do you go if you pass? If they drive
They
you back
take
to
you
the
back. Yeah, they take you back. So I knew, literally, I failed within the first 5 minutes of mine. I knew I failed because I was coming back round again. I only bloody. So they was like, right, Tanya, turn right at the end of the road. I only went to the actual right-hand side of the other road. So if a car was coming, they would have crashed into me. Like, honestly, I don't know what I was thinking. I've never done that in a lesson, but I failed
It's
straight
probably just
away. Do you know
'cause,
what it
like,
is? It's the nerves. It's the nerve. It
yeah.
just takes over. It really
And
does.
it's always some like old, like this old like white guy who's just like looking at you, bare intimidated.
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
to
He's
be
judging
fair,
everything you do.
anywhere else but there. And
Just to clarify, while you're all there, I literally, this is how bad I am at driving. This is why
Oh,
I
God.
should never be allowed to drive. So, like, so when you like, you know, when you get to like the stop signs that say stop, like
God.
they say like slow down. So I slowed down and then I continued, and he was like, "Well, why didn't you slow?" I said, "I slowed down and then I just went." Like, what's wrong with that? Like, I still did what I'm supposed to do. I slowed down and then I went. Like, and then like
Yeah.
I was on the roundabout and I was supposed to take
Oh,
one
I hate
exit. And
roundabouts.
no, he told me take like the second exit. It was a stupid roundabout with shitloads of traffic lights, and it's all in Welsh as well. Like, it is in Welsh,
Oh,
just
no.
to clarify.
Oh, God.
So I fucking I drove onto the fucking motorway. I was on the M4.
Oh, my God.
I was on the M4 here, like, just to clarify. Then, I failed just before lockdown.
Driving shit, man. It's so hard. I don't care. It's hard. How do people do it?
I
My
don't
mum
understand.
took me out on
bloody
a
hell.
lesson last week, and not last week, like 3 weeks ago, and I was on the roundabout and she was like, "You're doing really well." And then some woman came, she didn't even look, and she nearly like proper smashed into the car. And I was just there, I was like, "What did I do?" My mum's like, "It wasn't you, I promise. It was just the lady didn't look." And I was like, I was traumatized, honestly. I'm glad I had 3 weeks off.
Yeah,
Oh my
honestly,
God.
it's horrible.
Because I'm not
Literally,
scared of driving. I'm scared of other drivers.
That's it. That is the thing. Like when I'm
I'm
driving,
like-
I tell you, the other drivers, they're dangerous. They're dangerous.
They're rude as
And
well.
rude, honestly.
Yes.
No,
Do you know what?
I'm the worst. I am that
They're
driver.
outrageous.
I am that driver. Let me tell you now.
You
I
beep at
have.
me.
If I'm in the passenger seat, I have fucking road rage. I'm
Oh,
that one
you're
being
one of
like,
those.
I'm that one like, "Mum, fucking honk at them. Why aren't you honking at them? They just cut you off.
That does
Why
not
aren't you
surprise me,
coming to
Charlotte.
them?" I'm literally like that awful human being. And like, I'm like, can you imagine me in the passenger seat, like actually driving, not in the passenger seat. I'm actually driving with my road rage. I'm like, I'm kind of glad. My mum was like today, she was like, "Do you want to drive to the," like, she was like, "You can drive supervised me." And I was like, "So you want me to drive your car?" She went, "Actually, no, I fucking
No.
don't." I was like, "Yeah." I just want to big up to Velbashwan. It's his birthday today. He's 19.
Oh,
so happy birthday, Vel.
birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday. Have a
I
bloody
remember
fabulous
that
day.
age. I remember that age.
I know.
I know, it
Oh
was
my
so long
God.
ago. Oh, literally so long ago.
I still feel like I'm 18, but I'm not. I have to tell myself I'm not
That's-
18 anymore.
I act
still
like
feel like
I'm
I'm
18. I act like I'm 18 with my
Same.
drinking. I think I'm cool, like drinking till like 5-6 a.m. in the morning, and then I remember that I can't actually hold up on it because I'm like, I wake up the next day and I'm like, I need chicken nuggets, I need a hash brown from McDonald's, I need a McDonald's
McDonald's
breakfast
hash
roll.
browns.
McDonald's hash brown.
Do you know what?
Stop that alcohol, man, because listen, our bodies
Yeah.
remind us, listen, honey, you are not 18 or 19 anymore. You can't go out drinking like that and wake
Oh
up.
no, my body can't handle it.
Literally, I'm gonna break all your hearts right now. So, like, obviously, I think Lambs knows this, but I travelled back from England to Wales today, because I live in Wales, and so my mum was like, "We'll stop at these services. They're like called the mega services, and they've got like a McDonald's there." And I was so looking forward to my McDonald's breakfast roll with my hash brown and my extra hash brown because I was hanging. Anyway, what happens? I fell asleep. She drove past the services, didn't pick me up.
I'd cry.
Let you know, I actually was crying. And then there's a McDonald's literally 20 minutes from my house, and I was like, "Can we stop?" "No, Charlotte, we can't. I can't do this. Sorry." Because there was a 3-car queue, and I didn't get McDonald's. Let me tell you,
Devastating.
what the problem is that they don't deliver. They're 20 minutes away from me, but they won't deliver to Barry Island. They deliver to Barry, but not Barry Island. Let me tell you,
What a joke.
let me tell you, all I want is a fucking McDonald's hash brown. Don't want much, do I? No, I just want a hash brown from McDonald's. Don't want much. No, it's too much for everybody. So if that makes you feel better.
I can't even it's times like these when I'm so thankful, where sometimes I'll literally just wake up at like 3 a.m, just unexpectedly, like, I really want a McDonald's cheeseburger.
Oh, the cheeseburger, yeah.
And there's
I'm fuming.
down the road from me, and it's 24 hours.
Oh, that's so good for you. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. Guys, did that, Tanya Beth, did that sound like I mean it? Because I really didn't mean it. I'm sorry, Lam. You enjoy your McDonald's. But let me tell you, I'm fuming about it. My friend was like, "It's okay, I'll get you McDonald's tomorrow." I was like, "Yeah, because I'm probably going to be hungover." I've already done like 3 bottles of wine. Like, we're already 3 bottles of wine down. Like,
listen,
let me tell you.
I'm a lightweight when it comes to alcohol. I'd literally be on the floor right now. If
And
I
do
had
you know what?
3 bottles of wine.
Since lockdown, like, I was a lightweight before lockdown, a complete lightweight. But then lockdown happened, and the first lockdown ever last year, I was starting drinking at like 11 a.m. in the morning.
No.
Wait. This is the worst part. I was finishing at like 7 a.m. in the morning, getting up at 11 a.m., finishing at 7 in the morning, getting up at 11 a.m., and I was doing that straight every single day. I became not a lightweight anymore. And then I went home for like 2 months over Christmas, and then I stopped drinking, and now I'm a lightweight again. I'm like, shit, I need to reevaluate my life.
That's literally what happens. Like, when you stop consuming something for so long, and once like all of it's out of your body, and then after a while you consume it. So I don't know, like, for anybody who's like, I don't know, ever smoked weed or anything before, like, if you smoked it, if you're used to kind of smoking it like here and there, and then you stop, and then I don't know, you give it like a couple of weeks or something, and then you smoke it again, you'll just take like 1-2 hits and you'll be like, oh, same thing with alcohol. Well, like, when you don't consume because the thing is, the only thing I'm really kind of used to drinking is like wine and stuff lately.
Same.
Really drunk the last couple of years, so I don't know, if someone was to give me tequila, like 2 shots of tequila.
But guys, how do you stomach tequila? How do you stomach it? It's sickening. Any sort of spirits, it's a no from me. It's an absolute
I hate any spirits.
Gin, vodka.
Nah. I usually in a night do a bottle of Jaeger. I've done a bottle of Jaeger on Jaeger bombs. I've usually done like 3/4 of a bottle of vodka. I've done a few shots of tequila, and I'm fine in the morning.
I don't know why, but Jaeger bombs actually make me want to throw up. But do you know what's actually like the worst of them all? Yeah,
Sambuca.
Is rum. Because listen,
rum. Deadly.
And everyone will smell it, bro. That's how mad it is. Yeah, you can put as much mixer as you want with it, and you'll still taste it, and it will still be on your breath hours later.
You know what the worst thing is? I can't have rum. I actually can't have rum. I am banned from having rum. My friends have banned me from having rum. My parents have banned me from having rum. I turn into a fucking psycho, girls. Let me tell you, the last time I had rum, I ended up with a mobile traffic light in my house, like genuinely in my garden.
Oh my God, Charlotte, what on earth?
I ended up with bruises and scratches on another girl that I had fought because I thought I was like Wonder Woman. I thought I was Wonder Woman. I was saving the world. Like I genuinely thought I was a crazy bitch. Oh, and this is the worst part. I ended up with 4 traffic cones in my garden because I tried to make like a little race, like an S-shaped race to the traffic lights to turn it red green. Like this is how messed up rum makes me.
Why? Do you know what that literally just reminds me of? Like my first year of uni in my undergraduate degree. In halls, yeah. Sometimes I'll wake up in the morning, I'll walk to my kitchen, we'll just see like traffic cones.
Oh my Lord, you lot are crazy.
Tesco shopping.
They're boring. I don't do any of that. I barely drink.
Cycling bins like out front, like just be sitting there in our kitchen. I'll just be like, okay.
Nah. You guys, man, I can't consume that much drink because with me, when I get hungover, I am sick. Like when I tell you I'm sick for a whole week, and I'm just like, you know what? I drink in moderation now because my body can't take it, mate. Vomiting for days. I've got no appetite. Yeah, drinking's not for me. It's not for me, but I'll still end up drinking anyway. Like when the clubs and that open, yeah. Listen, get me to Shoreditch. Get me there right now. And get me some drinks, get me some alcohol in my system. I'm still gonna drink.
What? Literally, I think it was like maybe a week or 2 ago. I was like walking past like the Shoreditch area, and it was so bad. It was like a ghost town. I was just like, this is so depressing because Shoreditch
so sad,
like every single day of the week. Like even if it's a weekday, there's always stuff going on.
Always
out at least until about 2 a.m. maximum if they're working tomorrow. But people be like that. They'll go party to the bars at 2 a.m.
So
and then
true.
work at 9 a.m. the next day. Literally, this is how we do. But to like walk and see how desolate and how dead, it's like a ghost town.
So sad. That is sad.
Very depressing.
Big up to Bits and Bobs in the comments. Evening, ladies. Yes, Bobs.
Come on, Bobs.
Yeah. So what? It's your boy Bits and Bobs.
Hey. Come on.
Now, I do want to get into some football this evening. Do you know what, Tanya? I'm actually not going to start with you. I'm not. I feel like I owe you that respect. We're gonna talk about the Champions League first. We're going to talk about a lot of football. We're also going to talk about some Friday night football that happened yesterday evening. A little bit controversial. Penalties given, should they have been given? We're going to talk about the Fulham Leeds game because that was really interesting to watch. You know what? I think we're going to start with the Fulham Leeds game. I really do. I feel like starting with the Fulham Leeds game and working my way backwards. So, yeah. Did any of you watch the Fulham Leeds game?
No.
I've not watched any football. When I tell you I've not watched any.
Yeah.
Streaming last night during the Leeds game.
It was just so controversial. I know I was streaming and I had my phone on here and I was like watching the Leeds game, streaming, watching the Leeds game, streaming. I'm not even going to deny it.
What happened? Why is the pen controversial?
So there was a goal given and then it was counted off as offside. Yeah. And then Leeds got a goal. And then Fulham got an equaliser and then Leeds got another goal. But the Fulham goal should have, in my opinion, should have stood. But because of VAR, apparently it doesn't.
Sleeve again.
And no comment.
Was it?
I mean, something has to clearly be done about this VAR.
Big up to Laurie. Cheers, ladies. Cheers, Laurie.
Yes,
cheers.
Yeah, something has to be done about this VAR nonsense because I think all of us as fans, across the board, we need to know. Like, we're sitting here watching from home, and even if we're even if you're in the stadium, you're probably even more confused. Like when fans are allowed back in, because we don't know what's going on. The game is being stopped. We're just hearing, the referee's just standing there. He's got his finger to his whatever, and then he stops for a second. He gives a decision, and then he stops for a second. Then he runs over to a screen, standing there in a screen, and stuff is being said in his ear, and he's like lip mouthing and stuff like that. Oh, hi, Bruno.
Oh, I love bulldogs. I love my baby.
Can you say hello to everybody? Can you say hello to everybody? Yeah, you say hi. Can you blow kisses? Can you blow kisses?
Oh, I'm gonna cry. I'm actually gonna cry. He's so
Go on
cute.
then, off you go.
Yeah, but no, what was I saying?
A VAR about how
VAR rant.
Yeah.
The VAR crap. And they stop, they run to the screen, and they're just standing there. They're like, blah, 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 and then they stop, and they're just like, oh, need to know how you come to these decisions. Let us hear the conversations that go, because we as fans are sitting here thinking, what on earth has happened? What conversations have transpired that you've come to this decision now from this happening? Please, we need it explained, because there's some subjectivity with the rules. Like, sometimes it's given, sometimes it's not. Players are calling for this because they've seen it given in other games, and rightfully so, and then it's not being given in other games. Like, these decisions are actually ruining the game. And
Preach, girl.
I don't actually have an issue with VAR. I have an issue with the way the rules are set. Now, if VAR was going to give me a visual picture, because a visual picture is easier to understand than a load of shitty, complicated, big words that I don't know what the meaning of and I have to Google what they are. I'm from Essex. Can we just reevaluate? I need a picture. No, but if you had a picture... If you had a picture of a footballer and the line between where the arm counts and where the arm doesn't count, for example, the sleeve of a shirt to the hands of the shirt, I think if you had a visual picture that stated where you were and what classes as a penalty and wrote it down as specific, you need bullet points stating this counts as a penalty because of this reason. This counts because of penalty. But it's not. It's just a complicated shit show where some refs decide to give penalties and some refs don't. And if a ref gets asked to look at a monitor, you know they're going to give a penalty. Like, I'm sorry. I don't know what... I just don't.
Big up
football.
Oh, I love that.
Takes the passion out as well, because the players kind of score and then they don't celebrate really anymore. They just got to stand there and go, right, did it count? And everyone's just sat there like, do I celebrate? Do I cheer?
Honestly,
it's going to be given.
The thing that I hate about VAR, is the lines that they draw when it's offside. I fucking hate those lines. I'm really sorry to swear, but they literally, they infuriate me. What are those lines? Like, honestly, you're right, Beth. I don't even celebrate when a goal's scored. And if I was a player, I wouldn't bother celebrate. I really wouldn't, because you just know they're going to rule it out for something. And the thing with VAR is, like, when it was brought in for those decisions that are given as offside or given as a penalty when it's not a penalty. When VAR works, it works. But when it goes wrong, it is an absolute shit show. It's a shit show.
They're overusing it. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, definitely.
It. They should be using it as like closer. And I think they need to amend the rules a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
I think you have the problem is when you've got fans back in the stadiums, it's going to ruin football, because I've been in there when you're sat and you've celebrated a goal and then VAR goes, actually, no, hun, sorry.
It's shit. It's so shit.
In the stadium, you don't see anything until it says no goal. We don't see what you guys see on TV. Like, all we see is it's a goal. So we're busy celebrating, like,
and you can't even see the lines being drawn. You're just sat there with nothing.
Yeah, that's
awful. And then all of a sudden on the screen it goes no goal, VAR, like offside, and you're like, hold on a second, I've just fucking wasted my voice, my breath, my air because you're incompetent.
The stranger.
All they have to do, all they have to do is put checking offside VAR. Like, that's all they have to put on the screen. Do they do that? No. Are they going to do that? No. Let me tell you, I need to be celebrating a goal once only, not celebrating and then being like, oh, is it a goal? Oh, this might not be a goal. Oh.
So annoying.
Monster says, Tans, did Tottenham solve your sleeping issue? The devil's advocate, Rachel. Big up to Rachel. We're not. City look rubbish today.
I don't even score. I'm not even watching that.
It's
game.
0-0.
Guys,
And honestly, if this goes to penalties, I reckon Everton will go through if this goes to penalties.
Come on.
Oh, look at that. I mean, can we just talk about
it? Doesn't do extra time, do they?
I don't think my day could get any worse. England have lost to Ireland. Fucking twats. Like, why can't I fuming? Like, one of, you know what? It's funny because Chelsea turn up and England don't in the rugby team, but they won the Six Nations.
I do not watch rugby. That is not for me.
Let us have a look. Who's playing? Oh yes, Everton Man City is interesting. It's actually 0-0 at the minute.
Yeah,
it's 0-0.
Nothing's really happening. I really think if it goes to penalties, Everton will go through.
If I'm honest, I think. Do you know what? I think if it gets to penalties, Man City need it more because Man City are looking to do that quadruple. I mean, I say looking with a real sarcasm and twatness about it.
But Man City miss all their penalties. They always miss their penalties.
That's a really good point. Refs have more protection than the US president. Allow it. And not even playing. But you know what? The fact that City are looking rubbish today actually may validate. Was it Beth? You said it that City might fail at the last minute because
they peaked too early, innit? I think they peaked too early. They got their momentum going, and then
but I think this is the point. If you're kind of getting to the point where you're like pushing it too far too quickly, Beth's right. They're gonna peak too early, and if that's the case, then I don't think City are going to beat Dortmund.
They're going to beat them. I think.
I don't think we're talking about. They're getting the semi.
City's second team is better than probably the majority of teams in the league. That's their second team. They've got Ake, who's their fourth choice centre back. Can we deep it? Fourth choice.
They paid $40 for him. They paid $40 million.
If they manage to do it and go through and they keep up their momentum, then fair play to them. They completely deserve it. But in my heart, I feel like they can't keep it going for that long. And eventually it's going to tumble. And, I don't know if that's going to be now or if it's going to be in a couple of weeks or if it's going to be at the end of the season. But, we'll see.
We shall see. I just think they're so good, though. I just watch them and I'm like, mate, if they get Haaland as well, I tell you,
there's no point in anyone else competing.
Glenn says, guys, can you consult Tanya if City lose tonight? Imagine both your teams getting eliminated in one week.
Everyone thinks I'm a City fan all of a sudden. What is this, man? Honestly. Slens needs to be quiet, okay?
Guys, if you're in the chat, please smash the like button. Subscribe to this channel and smash the like button. It's free to do. I don't charge you anything to do it. It's free. So make sure you do it. We have a great panel. This is all girls talking about badass shit. We're owning our shit. We're talking about we're actually going to move on to the Champions League. I do want to talk about some interesting games this week. Obviously we had RP Leipzig go out, which I kind of expected. Big up to Strip Bear, she's here. Big up to Strip Bear. We had some big games go on this week. I think for me, everyone thinks I'm really controversial at the minute, but
Is
You had
really
you had
you?
Are you sure?
me controversial? Never. I never.
Nah.
You've got Manchester City went through. Real Madrid beat at Atlanta 3-1, which actually it didn't surprise me, to be honest, I suppose. Bayern Munich 2-1 to Lazio. I mean, that's expected. Although I did think there was going to be a bigger goal deficit with the Lazio game. I genuinely thought it would be like 4-1. I genuinely did. I thought there would be the more than 2 goals scored by Bayern. Chelsea overall had an aggregate of
3-0.
3-0.
Oh, get me out of
3-0.
here, man.
3-0.
Get me
3-0.
out.
Now, I do have to discuss this because I'm not going to lie. I have never been more confident of getting to a final. I'm going to say this with chess right now. And Ads has already clipped me because I'm like, we're going to go second in the Premier League, which I believe we are capable of. Let me tell you now. Man, you aren't performing at their best, so we are capable. Let me tell you that one. Leicester are going to drop a bit. Man U are going to drop a bit. I'm sorry. Man U are second. Oh, hold on 2 seconds. Sorry.
Oh, I love it. Like literally mid-sentence, he's off. He's gone.
In trouble. I absolutely love it.
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Oh,
Charlotte controversy is like peanut butter and jam. They're forever attached.
Absolutely love it.
I'd like to apologise for that. My dog just decided to grab my Givenchy slider. Twat.
Oh.
You ain't getting no treat tonight. No treat. No turkey. No ham. No chicken.
Oh, Bruno.
Bruno must be giving you the eyes right now. You're like breaking his heart. Oh.
Just to clarify, this is where he's at right now. I want to show you guys.
Bruno, you naughty cage.
Oh, he looks so guilty.
You gotta give him treats, man.
I mean, just to clarify, I'm such a sucker for him. He's going to end up with turkey or ham tonight. I literally can't help myself. I get so mad and I'm like, no, he's not getting anything. And then I'm like, oh no, there's eyes. I'm like, yeah, okay. But I do want to talk about our Chelsea's draw. Going back to Chelsea's draw, we have had a very good draw. Do you know what? I genuinely had a gut feeling we were going to get PSG, and I've said this so many times. We were going to get PSG. I just had a gut feeling about it. Was my gut feeling wrong? Yes. Yeah. Am I happy to admit that? Yes. Am I happy with the result? Yes.
I know. Lance was on midnight. Lance, we predicted we'd get Porto.
Man City's line of Man City's on the left. Man City's destruction. Bayern Munich, PSG, Dortmund. Let's talk. Let's talk about our side, Liverpool, Real Madrid, and Porto. Let me tell you, we are capable of beating Porto. Fact. I'm not underestimating them because I never underestimate a team. But like I keep saying, Juve have given their ex-player a dream role, an absolute dream role, and he's not capable of dealing with the team. It's not that he couldn't be. I said this about Lampard. It's not that he couldn't be in 10 years' time. It's the experience part of it. And whether I've slagged Lampard off or not, I've always said it's an experience thing, not anything else. I'm not slagging him off because I have an agenda. I'm slagging him off because he didn't have the experience. Just like I'm slagging off Pirlo, because for me, Pirlo and Lampard are incredible players. But as managers, they need, in 10 years' time, if they'd have come to their clubs, if Lampard had come to my club in 10 years' time after 10 years' experience, I would have accepted him with open arms and been like, yes, come to me, master, come to me. Now I'm like, nah, no, thank you. No.
Gerrard did it the right way.
Like, yeah, he's worked.
I respect him for that.
You always have to work from the bottom to get up, and that's it. And I believe that Chelsea. I actually want Chelsea to beat Porto and then face Real Madrid. I don't want to. Like, we've already beaten Liverpool.
I want Liverpool.
Why do I have to prove that I've already beaten our team has already beaten Liverpool? Why do I have to prove that again? We've already beaten Liverpool
against Liverpool in the Champions League. I really don't. Like, it's always so close between us.
It's bad vibes.
Yeah. But I would like to I'd like to play Real Madrid
because of an away
game. We lost the game against Real Madrid, haven't we?
Yeah. Last comment before I head off. Someone said Dinamo's manager was doing up his tactics with a chalkboard on the side of his bunk bed and still smoked Joe.
The wrong manager was in jail. Listen, the wrong manager was in prison. Real talk.
Imagine these ladies in your home, Porty baby. We will win the Champions League. My truth. Big up, yes, fair. Do you know what? I actually believe we're going to make the final. I don't say this. I believe we are capable of making. I believe we are capable of making a final. Whether we actually do or not is a difference. But we are capable. With the way we're performing, we're capable of being Porto. With the way we're performing, we are capable of beating either Real Madrid or Liverpool, which means we are capable of making a final. Whether I'm saying we're going to win or not is a different story. But I'm saying we are capable of making a final. We are. We have the easy route. And if we... Do you know what? The only way we're not going to make a final is if Chelsea fuck up. Fact. There's no other way. Monster says, big up to Monster. Never seen Tan so silent.
What can I say?
I really want to ask Tanya, like how she's really, really feeling, knowing that
we will get to that in a minute.
By a team whose manager is in jail.
Listen, we will get to that in a minute, Tanya. We will
get to that.
We will get to that. That is going to be Tanya's rant. That is going to be the key moment of our show tonight. Like Tanya is going to let rip at everything. She's going to let
rip. Anyway, we'll get into it.
I do have to say though, I don't know how you feel, Beth. Beth, I've got to ask you. How do you feel about what I've said that we are capable of making a final? Do you agree? Disagree? I'm not saying we're going to win it, but we are capable.
Yeah, I don't think it's completely out of the question. For example, I would expect us to beat Porto. That doesn't mean that I'm overly confident or underestimating
Porto. We're not slandering Porto. We're not slandering Porto. We're just saying the way we are playing, we've beaten Atletico Madrid. We are capable of beating Porto. That's not an offence to Porto. That's just saying we've beaten Atletico Madrid, who are above you. We are capable. Whether we do or not is a different situation, but we are capable.
It's actually a really great point as well.
The defence, though, yes, still got the tickets to Real Madrid. He ain't lost them.
Atletico Madrid are like a really good team, and people have been really minimising that, especially people that are rival fans and don't support Chelsea. They've been saying, Atletico Madrid aren't even that good. That they're not. They're a really good team. Like,
Daniel.
Really solid. Hi, Dan. Really solid.
No Jose slander will be tolerated. Just to clarify,
Monster's really here to wind up Tanya, honestly.
Literally, he's come in
sitting there minding their business as well.
I love it.
He won't trigger
just to clarify, if you all want to make you feel better, look at what my dog is doing right now, making me feel really sorry for him.
Oh, give him a treat right now.
Oh, bless him.
Oh. So I am gonna give him a treat. I will be 2 seconds. I feel so bad right now. This is his problem, is that he sticks his bottom teeth out and he's like, please, I'm really sorry. I'd like a treat.
Oh,
I'm like, yeah, okay, here we go.
Look, finish what you're saying about.
Oh my god, it's even worse now. Look at that.
Oh, bless.
I really need help, but I will be back in a minute, guys. I'm going to feed my dog a treat now.
Okay.
If we could beat Atletico, we could beat Real, and we've already beaten Liverpool. Real Madrid aren't as strong as they usually are, so we could do it. It just depends how it goes on the day, because at this point in the Champions League, anyone can win knockout games, really. Over 2 legs, I'm quite confident, especially about Porto, because we're at home for the second leg, and that makes me feel really comfortable as well.
Yeah, I think he'll beat. I think he'll beat Porto. To be honest, I was Look, I'm not gonna lie. I think Tuchel, he's done a much better job than I expected.
Yeah.
I didn't think he would fail, but I didn't think he'd be doing as good as he is.
Yeah,
And
so what
I
is he
say
now?
that
12 games unbeaten, isn't he?
I mean, it's crazy what he's doing. It's absolutely crazy.
13.
Yeah,
13.
thanks, Labs. It's crazy what he's doing, and I think you know what he's shown as well that he can allow every single player in that team has a say in what happens. You know, he's brought in the likes of Alonso, Christensen, Zuma, these players that I would probably say Chelsea fans didn't rate before he came along, and he's made them absolute world beaters. You've got to give the guy credit. And, you know, I'll get into my Jose rant in a minute, but this is why I say having a manager, you know, a good manager is so important. You know, look at what he's doing. That should just tell you how much of an impact a manager can have on the dressing room and the morale. Like for me, Chelsea, they're in a very good moment right now. And I think you will definitely beat Porto. And I agree with Charlotte. I think you've got a very good chance to get into the final. I hope it doesn't happen, but sadly, I think it will happen.
Hey! Right, and now we've got onto that. I do want to discuss some
Baz.
very, 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 very Sorry, my dog was barking. Jesus Christ, dog man! I give him a treat. And he... Oh, I don't know. I give my dog a treat, and he decides to bark.
He gets jealous. It's because you're talking to us, and he's like,
I know.
Yeah, he is.
Attention.
Yeah.
But I do want to discuss a very kind of interesting when I say interesting, I mean I'm very excited in a minute. We've got two matches I'm really excited for. Man City and Dortmund and PSG and Bayern Munich. Now let me tell you now, I couldn't ask for a better setup. Firstly, Man City, Dortmund, one of them's going to go. PSG, Bayern Munich, one of them's going to go.
Yeah, it's good.
One gone. Now, let me tell you now, I can't be more excited. But I do, Tanya, I know Lambs' opinions on this. We will get her to talk about it in a second. But I do want to ask your opinion on how do you feel, who do you think is going to win between the Dortmund and Man City, and who do you think is going to win against the PSG and Bayern Munich game?
Dortmund and Man City one's difficult because Haaland in the Champions League, I mean, he's been absolutely phenomenal. And, you know, they do have a good team, but as do City. Do you know what, right? I might stick my neck out and say Dortmund, you know. Because I can't lie, I think City have this thing with the Champions League. There's a mental block there. I think, I don't want to say they're bottlers because they're not, but I do feel like there's something about the Champions League. They just can't seem to do it. And I just feel like maybe Dortmund might knock them out, which probably is controversial. So I'll say Dortmund. And then for PSG and Bayern, I think, look, I'd like to see PSG do well because apparently I'm a PSG fan. So I'd obviously like them to win. But I think Bayern are beating PSG. I'm not going to lie.
I agree.
Again, who knows? When you've got the likes of Mbappe and Neymar, anything can happen. But I just think Bayern Munich, they're a different animal, aren't they? I think they'll beat PSG. So, yeah. Also, why am I seeing Prime's face?
Yeah.
So what happened was I gave Prime my login details to do my show because I had to take my dog to the vet. It was like an emergency, so I had to take him to the vet. So Prime took over, and then all of a sudden, Prime is now my avatar, and I'm like, I don't even know. My technology, even Lambs knows, my technology is so bad. I have no idea how to turn it back. I'm like, Prime, how do you turn it back?
Oh, that's like me as well, because I'm like signed in to our GNA TV account along with Jen.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Sometimes when I like switch my camera on, ads faces comes up. But sometimes on other streams, like my other it's just so weird. Like I don't know if I can control it.
I have to agree with Slens here. Tanya, you've stopped wearing different kitchen. I'm disappointed. We must. Do you know what? I really want to see you I really want to see you wearing that PSG kit again, because when you had the PSG kit with the matching eyeshadow, I was like,
Oh,
damn,
God,
you
that
got
looks
head,
so good.
girlfriend.
Thanks, guys. Thanks. No,
Guys,
I need
if
to
you're
get a new
watching,
kit.
watching, please smash the like button. Like, it's free.
Come on, people.
Have you seen the PSG basketball shirts?
Yeah, I've seen all of it. All of
It's on
PSG
sale.
stuff.
It's on
So
sale at the
beautiful.
minute. It's
on
on sale
sale?
at the minute. Yeah,
Right.
£33.
Get me
I've
it now.
already
Right.
bought it. I've already bought it.
Right.
I was like,
Get me
oopsie. Yeah, it's on sale
Yeah, I
at the
love
minute.
it, man.
Oh, damn. Do you like? I don't know. I feel like you guys are inspiring me. I feel like I don't know. Someday we should arrange like a football kit photo shoot or something.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah, I
God.
agree.
For real.
Yeah.
Oh my
Just
god.
to clarify, guys,
Like,
Laurie,
get
let's get to 20 likes, people.
all
No,
the
we could do
people-
like
No, hold on,
girls
hold on.
of,
Lambs, I'm
football
only
YouTube calendar or something.
I'm only doing it if you are taking part, because you are a badass, empowering, independent woman, and I
Yes,
want to
that's
see
right.
you. I want to see you shine. I want to see you.
We'll do it all together. So we
Yeah, no, but I want to see you shine, because you know how to do it. You're like the professional model, so we need to
Yeah,
learn
like,
from you.
honestly.
Show
I
us
don't
how
know
to
what I'm
model.
doing. Just to clarify, I just be sat there like, yeah,
Yeah.
you will actually like you'll pick it up quite quickly. It's not even that hard. I mean, it's a bit weird because like actually I still get nervous, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. Like every time I go to like shoots and sets and stuff, I still get like bare nervous and stuff. So, but you kind of have to like.
No, I'm too awkward. I can't lie. I'm too awkward. I just don't know what poses to pull, Yeah.
And that's what, like, you can get the atmosphere right. Like I don't know what we kind of do to kind of sometimes loosen ourselves up. So we'll play music, different kinds of songs and stuff. Songs
Okay.
to, so you can just kind of like just move to the rhythm, just kind of do like natural pose, whatever comes natural to you. And photographers will just be moving about, kind of snapping you, because they know like your angle and stuff, so they'll just be like taking different shots, and they'll know exactly what bangs. And then when they get it and then they show you the photo, you're like, is that me?
Nah, that can never be me. I'm not photogenic. I can't lie to you. When I take a selfie, right? Best believe it's about
a supermodel pose. Can you give us a supermodel?
Yeah, demonstrate.
You know what a supermodel pose is? Because I'm not a supermodel. Like,
yes, you are.
Yeah,
yes,
you are.
please.
Instagram. Wow. Round of applause.
Woo!
Round of applause.
Yes, lamb. Work it. Like, yes,
Teach
lamb.
me.
Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, I'm not even playing. That was beautiful.
Yeah, so I do like I've got like a beauty shoot coming up as well. So those are my favorites as well, because I love working with different makeup artists, because they're always concept, I want to do this and that and the other, and by the time they're done like working all their magic, I'm looking at myself, I'm like, is that even me? Like,
oh my god, I need that. 4
different colors like blended in on the eyeshadow, and like the fake eyelashes just like blend in so naturally. Wow. Like, they're actually artists. Like, it's actually a creative's paradise. Like, honestly, I appreciate them so much as well. But it's honestly it's a collective effort. The photographers, the people like on set that do like the lighting and stuff, the stylists, the makeup artists.
Oh, the stylist, that would be my fun.
So cool. I'd feel like I was famous if I was in that.
Just to clarify, do you know what? My wardrobe says I'm a model. Does everything else? No. But let me tell you, I'm telling you now, I am prepared for this shit. I'm like, yes, I'm slaying. Like, I have this nice wardrobe, and I'm like, do you know what? Do you know what the worst thing is? I literally, I had my wisdom teeth taken out, and then I became a new human being. I decided to not drink. I decided to start running 4 miles every day. Don't know who this Charlotte was. Come home to Wales, and I'm like, yeah, wine Charlotte's back. Bitch, I don't know what running is. I don't fucking know what running is. Who's running? I don't know. But what I do know is that Rose is my best friend.
I'm telling you, it's my best friend. Best buddy.
Facts. Talking of, actually, I need a refill, guys. Give me a sec.
I know. I
This
literally went to
game's
do
still
that.
0-0. Ari,
Is it still 0-0?
still 0-0.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I've
Interesting.
got 8 minutes left. It doesn't go to extra time in the FA Cup, I don't think now, does it? I think it goes straight to pens.
Wow.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think it does. I'm not sure.
I mean, how are City playing then? That's positive for Everton to see a game out against City, a firing City team. They're laughing. But I don't think they'll get them on penalties though if it gets to that.
Well, I remember saying when City drew them, I was like, if anyone can take City out at the stage of the FA Cup, I actually thought at the time I thought Everton were the best team to do it.
Yeah.
So I don't know, because I predicted that the winner of the FA Cup is going to be whoever wins this game, basically.
Yeah, agree.
Big up, Slen says, big up to Lambs. Come big poster up in Piccadilly Circus. Yeah, Lambs! I see this. I see this. Everton want to go to penalties. Yes, they do.
Crazy? I remember when a friend of mine did a Topshop campaign once, and I was walking past the.
Is it extra time already, guys? I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you.
He's answering my question. There is extra time. I said I thought it just went to penalties.
Oh my god! I was literally panicking like it's got time already.
It will in 7 minutes.
Says, if Brian is invading,
City just scored.
He must have a bigger brain than we thought.
Oh,
point. You just ruined
again.
it.
Beth, man, like.
Damn.
George says, "Remember me when you're famous."
Listen. All of these girls are gonna be famous. Don't even worry.
I'm just gonna be famous for being a gobby twat that doesn't have a filter.
No.
And I'm not even unproud of that. I'm so proud of that.
Beth will be out there in BT Sports. She'll just be out there with
bigging herself up. Like, yes, my name is Beth. You can find me at King Kai FC. I am actually a badass bitch. And if you fuck with me, I know people like Tanya, Charlotte Lambs.
That's right. That is right.
In the studio, Jake.
Gundogan goal, typical.
It was like he hit the bar first, and then Gundogan finished it in.
I'm now rewatching the goal right now. I've decided to watch it now. It's got interesting.
When they asked Tanya for her post-match analysis, she was like, "We go to our correspondent Tanya Leone outside the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium." Tanya just be there wiping her tears,
listen.
They bottled it again.
Literally.
It's just
Slen says City make me sick. City make me
that good.
sick.
They make us
right. I do want to get in. We are now nearly an hour in, and I want to kind of get into the Spurs. We are nearly an hour in.
No, Charlotte, listen. It's been an hour, right? No one wants to hear from me.
Avocado is here for backup. Yes. You know what? We do usually go over to an hour and a half. So while we are kind of on that, I thought, why not bring up the Europa League and let's ask Tanya how she felt about the Europa League and Spurs and the fact that actually Dinamo's manager was actually in jail. So I'm going to ask you your opinions. I'm going to ask you your opinions on Jose. I want to know how you feel about him. Are you Jose in or out? Or are you Daniel Levy in and out? Or your owner in and out? Or are you just a combination of all? Is it mainly Jose? Is it Daniel Levy with spineless being a twat, which he is? Is it the fact that he won't spend money on new players? Is it the fact that Jose's come in and bigged himself up and it's kind of failed miserably and now we're seeing the consequences? Or is it the fact that Jose hasn't had the real money to spend?
Right, how long have you got? Because I'm going to be a while. Because you know what?
You carry on.
I haven't actually publicly spoken about how I feel about this. I just tweeted after the game, you know what, Tottenham Hotspur, I'm done. The season's over, I'm done. And I've not been on Twitter. I haven't been watching any football. And you know what? I've had a lot of reflection time, right? And I'm actually sick of the whole Jose in or out argument. I'm sick of, is it the players? Is it Jose? There is about 4 to 5 issues at this club. One is the mentality, because let's be honest about it. We are bottle jobs. Spurs fans don't want to admit it, but I would like to think that I can hold my hands up and say we are bottle jobs. We've had so many embarrassing moments as a football club, right? This isn't the first time, but I'm telling you, this is the lowest of the low. Like, how can you lose to a team whose manager's in prison? And, you know, we were 2-0 up. We needed one goal. And they couldn't even do that. We had Harry Kane on the bloody pitch. It's an absolute disgrace. And you know what? I have my opinions about Jose. I've been Jose out for a very long time. But I'm telling you, the players, they should be absolutely ashamed of themselves. And you know what? They don't deserve to wear that shirt. And I've been on a lot of Clubhouse rooms recently. I don't know if you guys have Clubhouse yet. And I've been in a lot of Spurs talk rooms, right? And there's been people on there that actually know some of the players personally. And the things that I've heard, listen, the likes of Dele Alli, Sissoko, Dyer, Sanchez, all these dead players that I want gone, they're toxic at this club and they need to get gone. And this is the thing. This is why you cannot sit here and say it's just a Jose problem. The players are shit, right? They need to get gone. We need to sell them. I don't want to see them at this football club anymore. And as for Jose, listen, he will come out here and say things like, oh, I can't motivate these players. My guy, if you can't motivate these players, then who can? You are the manager. And this is the thing. I've never seen so many fans give so many excuses for this manager. He's absolutely washed. He belongs in a museum. He's extinct. He's absolutely extinct. I don't care about his CV. Call me wild, call me a plastic fan, whatever you want, right? What has he done since he's come to Tottenham? We finished 6th last season. Granted, we had injuries. Granted, it was COVID. This season, we're 8th. People are trying to tell me that our team should be 8th. Listen, I haven't even looked at the table. I don't even know if we are 8th. But look, the board is
I'll check for you now.
I mean, please don't, Charlotte, because listen, I don't want to know the reality. But the board are a problem as well.
Yeah, you're right.
They don't back. Yeah, there you go. They don't back managers. They don't give managers the players that they actually want. And it goes back to what Poch has always said. Don't. Oh, you're joking me.
No, I'm not even playing right now. It's 2-0.
Oh, mate, do you know what? As I said, right, we're embarrassing and the fans don't deserve it.
I've got to ask a question for you now, because I have to agree with you. We can't just be blaming Jose. Like, no, we can't. Your players after 90 minutes look exhausted, dead, and that's not the point. They're being paid to give like 100% of their time, and they're not. So I have to ask,
disgrace, man.
How are you? Because I feel, and I said this yesterday on the terrace with Beth. Beth was there, and I said that even if you get a new manager, it's going to be the same situation. You're not going to have any resolution, and you know what? I don't know how to sort it, because most Tottenham fans want Jose out, but it's not going to be a resolution. There's not going to be any different situation. Daniel Levy is still there. He's still holding back your money. Your owners are still being dickheads. So how are you supposed to, if getting rid of Jose? I'm not saying Jose is the best manager for you guys right now. But what I'm saying is, right now, if you get rid of him, if you bring Nagelsmann in, you're going to destroy Nagelsmann. Absolutely destroy him. And I'm sorry, I can't have that happen. Nagelsmann is actually a decent manager. And do you know what the problem is? Poch overrated himself. He did better than anyone expected him to do.
He overachieved.
He made a Champions League final. Everyone's saying Jose's underachieved. Well, no, he's just got shit ass players who actually he can only give them.
Charlotte.
I'm not saying then that he's not the problem. Hold on. Do you know what? He is a problem because he is a problem because he parks the bus and he can't. and you guys can't park the bus because you don't have the defence to do so. But you can't just blame Jose. I think
No,
it's
you
the point I'm
can't.
trying to make.
You can't.
Is you can't, because Jose can only fuck up so much on the tactics that the players don't turn up. Now, if the players aren't turning up, that means that they don't give a shit. Now, for me, that's poor, because you have people like Harry Kane and Son and Bale, like, who are capable of turning up, and they're not right now. You have people like you have Mourinho giving shit tactics. I'm not saying that he's not, but I think the problem is that for me, it annoys me when Spurs fans say, "Oh, it's all Mourinho." It's not.
No, it's not. I'm
not taking away Mourinho's responsibility, but what I am taking away is the fact that Daniel Levy has to be held accountable for. Your owners have to be held accountable for, and if they're not, then you're just going to go.
This is the thing, Charlotte. I don't know what the answer is, because, like you say, I can almost see the same thing happening again. We get a new manager in. It's another 5-year project. The manager doesn't get the players that he wants, and we're back to this situation that we're in now. But unfortunately, we can't get rid of the board. And what I will say about Daniel Levy, as much as I do sometimes feel like he doesn't back managers, he doesn't spend enough money. I wasn't talking about that at the end of the summer transfer window. We got every single player that we wanted in. Doherty, all right, he's been an absolute shit show, but I was happy with the signing when we first got him, because at Wolves, he was a good right back, decent right back, played in a different system, but I did not think he would be performing the way he's been performing. We got Gareth Bale back at the club, right? You know, we got decent players in. We got Reguilon in. I did not expect us to be in this situation. But look, I think the COVID situation hasn't helped us. I've been hearing that, you know,
Charlie, you're muted.
This new stadium, we've generated lots and lots of money. I think we have to wait until things, you know, become normal again and fans are back in the stadium. And I hope that we do start to see the investment of the stadium go into the actual team. But look, I don't know what the answer is. I just think Tottenham fans, we need to start lowering our expectations. I don't want to hear us expecting top 4 from the next manager that comes in. We can't expect that. We've just got to lower our expectations, right? And for me, I want a manager that is just going to be able to make do with what he's got and get the best out of average players, because Jose is not a real building manager. I'll always say it. You know, historically, he goes to teams that have a spine, that have a proper defense. The Jose Mourinho appointment never should have happened in the first place. It's never, ever going to work. So you have to then blame the board for that. I'd like to think Levy's a smart man, but clearly he ain't got any brain cells whatsoever. You could know how it ended up at United. He throws players under the bus. You know, his management of players is absolutely disgusting. Like, it's never going to work. And his tactics, I'm sorry, but for a team like Tottenham, right, the players that we've got, you know, to sit back and you know and give the opposition loads of possession and play their football, it's not good enough. That's a bottle job mentality. So, like I said, we've got loads of issues at the club right now. And look, one of the issues is Jose. I think he does have to be sacked, and we then have to start getting rid of the dead wood and start the rebuilding process again. But I do just worry about the future of this club under these owners. It's just, we're not getting anywhere. We've won one trophy in 20 years, like, since they've been in charge. That's not good enough. And I think us as fans, we need to get together and riot, because I'm not being funny. Arsenal fans, they rant about Kroenkes, and you have to say, they probably do put pressure on them. Man United, they're very vocal about the Glazers. We need to do the same, because I'm telling you, Levy, he gets so protected. Like, no one wants to criticize it, but he's actually the root cause of the problem. And I'm sick of it now. He's getting away with murder. Anyway,
sorry,
done.
Sorry, things
like that are so out of your hands, because how often is it?
Man City have just beaten Everton 2-0.
Oh my God, she's shouting at her dog. Great, City have won 2-0.
Just so typical of them, isn't it? It's just
they're so clinical though. That's why they are where they are at the moment.
I don't know, Kenya. Why do you think Eric Dyer deserves to call up to the England team.
No, of course not. I don't know how he's bloody got a call up. He must have nudes of the manager or something. I can't lie to you. Like, why on earth has he got picked over the likes of Concert at Aston Villa? You know, there's so many other decent-ish British centre-backs. I don't know how he's got picked. And this is what I don't get. Eric Dyer, he has so many things over the likes of Jose Mourinho and Gareth Southgate because, honestly, he is dreadful and he never should have been given a 4-year contract. It blows my mind how he's been given a 4-year contract because he is absolute shit. He's awful.
I have to ask. It blows my mind that if at the end of the season, you're given a choice of getting rid of Jose for 35 million or buying 2 players for 35 million, which one are you taking?
Buy 2 players. Simple as that. That's what we need at the end of the day. We need centre-backs.
This is what I'm asking players, but a lot of Spurs fans are saying get rid of Jose, and I'm like, but that's 35 million pounds wasted. Like, that is 35 million pounds that's going to be deducted from your budget. So you're going to end up with it because you're probably going to get like 35 million to like actually spend. And then an extra 35 you don't sell Jose. So I'm wondering if you'd rather take Jose or keep 35.
Look, I think regardless of that, we need to get rid of Jose. Like, that performance against Zagreb, that is a performance of a team that ain't playing for the manager. Let's have it right. To score one goal, they didn't turn up. When you lack those basics that he was saying, no heart, no desire, that for me, the dressing room's gone. So for me, Jose, he's a dead man walking at the minute. I think he needs to be sacked. I would personally sack him now. I know some fans don't want to hear that, but I just think our season's done. We've got no Europa League. The League Cup, let's be honest, might as well not turn up. City have already won that. And we ain't getting top 4. So you might as well get an interim manager in that's going to boost the morale, get a few points on the board, and then we work towards getting a proper manager like a Nagelsmann or a Brendan Rodgers. Not that he would come to Spurs, but I just think you have to be honest and say Jose isn't the right manager, but also we best get rid of these dead players because they are shit. They are absolute shit.
Well, there's the problem though, because it's much easier to just get rid of one manager than it is to sort out all of those players that have the problem with the manager.
I just want to clarify, Slens is on form tonight. Spurs and trophies is an oxymoron. Their stomachs are weak. Lactose.
I can't disagree with him.
And then he says, Lorry man said ordering milkshakes with your hot date. You spill the milkshake on your date and you never get the phone call back. I told you the blue side of London will cause less stress. I will host your induction personally. Spence, I'm literally laughing out loud. Zago's manager has a better burner account than David.
You know what, right? Do you know what?
Jose, Ricky, Rose, Beyonce. It don't matter who the manager is. Those players are weak mentally. The man don't call someone out when they jump in front of them in a queue. But I think the problem is that the players also are responsible for the Jose out, because if they choose not to play for a player, they're not playing for a player. They're not playing for a manager. Sorry, not a player. But if they choose not to play for a manager, these players, they're very... It's like a rich kid that's spoiled. You expect everything, but then you don't get anything in return.
Charlotte, that's why they've got to go. You know, and I said the names of the players that I'm talking about. Your Sissoko's, your Dele Alli's, your Eric Dyers. They were the ones that, in my opinion, I think they did throw Poch under the bus. Oh, hey! I don't know who that is. But
It's in your ear.
Okay.
Say hello.
Hi, team! Hey!
Love it.
Not the wine.
I love that. Cheers. Even though I've got no rosé left. Cheers. They've all got to go, Charlotte. They've all got to go. The players have got to go for me.
Yeah, so I think we are going to call it up there. Tanya's rant has been absolutely beautiful. I'm not even playing. It is.
Thank you.
It's Oscar-worthy. It's Oscar-worthy. I'm not even playing.
It was a well-structured argument too.
I know.
Listen,
we can't come back from that. We've had an Oscar-worthy performance, and I think it's about time we call it quits. But I would like to say thank you to these girls. Thank you to everyone who's been watching on the stream.
Wow.
Beth, where can people find you apart from being awesome shit everywhere?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter at KingKaiFC. Right, there we go.
Follow
it's always the opposite way around.
Yeah.
Instagram at _BethDXC.
Follow it.
And sometimes I'll be on here, and if Charlotte will have me back, who knows?
I actually will. You are welcome.
TNA TV, 8
anytime.
p.m. Friday nights, the Football Terrace after that as well. Yeah.
Woo!
Tanya, where can people find you apart from being an absolute badass Spurs fan? Where can people find you?
Oh God, I must have mug written on my forehead supporting this club.
You do not.
No, first of all, I just want to say,
It
like, big
shows
up
you're a true
Charlotte.
fan. It shows you're a true fan supporting Spurs through this shit. It shows you're a true fan.
It's true. It's true.
Dedication and loyalty.
I wanna big up Charlotte. Thanks so much for having me on the show. I also would love to come on again, hopefully.
You are welcome anytime.
Thanks, guys. And big up all of you girls, man. It's amazing to just be on here talking football with amazing women. It's brilliant. I absolutely love this stuff. So you can find me on Twitter at Tanya_Leona. If you want to see another episode of Tan's Rants on Twitter, episode 3 is probably pending because we'll probably lose to Aston Villa. You can find me on the Football Terrace, Midnight Vibes with Lambs, KJ, that Tottenham show on the Football Terrace. And yeah, man, I'm here and everywhere at the minute because people just want to see me upset, clearly.
I really is everywhere. Yeah.
Your rant was Oscar worthy, so I don't know why they want to be like Oscar worthy. Lambs, my co-host, the legend. Where can you find you?
Well, of course,
everywhere
here on Strong TV with Charles. Like sometimes I'll pop in during the watch-alongs to express our joy or pain depending on how the game's going. Obviously, we do the Wine and Football show here. Like Tanya said, like she is one of my fellow panelists on the Midnight Vibe show on the Football Terrace. Beth and Charles are also my lovely panelists on the Chelsea Ladies show on GNA TV, so you can check that out too. Here and there on Monster Stream, I do show bits and bobs. And I've actually just started a show on Sarcasm City called What's Politicking You.
Check it out.
So check it out.
Wine at 3 o'clock.
A bit like removed from football, but also kind of discussing like relevant issues in the world that I think all of us need to kind of bring to people's attention as well. So check that out if you haven't already. And literally, like Tanya said, I'm here, there, and everywhere. On social media, I'm on Instagram only. That's my handle over there at Lamia Ahmed. And yeah.
Big up you girls, man.
Guys, thank you guys for coming on. We do have a little bit of a surprise. We do have a little bit of surprise show tomorrow night. So tomorrow night we are going to be doing. Hold on, Bruno. Shh, man. So we are going to be doing a watch along for Fastlane WWE Fastlane pay-per-view. Everyone is welcome. We've got Slens, we've got Will, we got Andrew, the Winter Surfer. Everyone is welcome. It is I know I'm not a big platform, but I'm doing it for the smaller platforms. Anyone that wants to join the watch along, you are welcome to. It's an open stream, so you guys are welcome. We're going to be doing the preview. We're going to be doing our opinions on the matches, and then we're going to get into it. So yeah, guys, we're going to talk about the build-up. We're going to talk about the build-up matches. We're going to talk about the actual matches, what we think of them, storylines, everything. So make sure you check it out at 11:30 at night, tomorrow night. It is a big one. Also, tomorrow, Chelsea versus Sheffield United quarter-final. We are here for it. Lambs.
Come on, Sheffield United.
Guys, at least one thing may possibly be guaranteed. United might be going out because in tournament competitions. Although he does like to reserve it for the semi-finals.
Yeah, so
that's true.
If you want to pop on after the game and give your final views, you are more than welcome to. As I said, everyone is welcome on my channel. It's not like a specific channel. We welcome everybody. This is a boost your platform, boost everybody that does everything. We're all inclusive. I want to make sure that people actually get to big up their streams on this channel, whether I'm small or tiny. Tiny, we're going to be bigging this up. Yes. Guys, we will see you next week. And if Tanya and Beth want to come on next week, they're more than welcome. I'm happy to make them. I'm even happy to make them panelists. Are you, Lambs?
Ooh.
I'm more than happy, to be honest.
Lambs and Beth.
We just literally want to keep it rolling. Like me and Shaw have discussed so many like other like ladies, like football ladies, getting it on the show because listen, we need to big all of us ladies up for putting
100%.
what we're doing. It's very brave of us, especially. Considering, you know, I don't know about you guys, but I've received my fair share of abuse and what.
I check the comments on the football terrace and I want to cry.
Just to clarify, all you have to do is check the football terrace and see the comments against me, and you'll realise how much shit I get. But you know what? I don't care because it's something I love. I don't care what other people have to say. The only people I care about is the people that I surround around me.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, if
we do what we do
exactly.
because they need to stay and they can't.
Yeah,
we ain't going anywhere.
So guys, it's been a pleasure. We will see you next week, and hopefully with Beth and Tanya, who will be our panelists. We will see you next week. Let's roll the outro.